Hey folks, this is Best in Slot, and tonight we're back playing a little bit more To Singularity. We've not played the game in a little while, it has updated. Last time we played it, we were focusing really on the Mesozoic Valley, which apparently I've not unlocked on this playthrough, so that's cool beans. I was about to showcase all of it. So yeah, this is the Mesozoic Valley. We've been here before. You get your Archosaur, you get your Ornithischia. You saw all this last time around. I've also been doing this Mesozoic Mania thing, which is like a voting competition between what your favourite prehistoric creature would be. Rather predictably, I think we can admit, the Tyrannosaurus handedly won that one. You can see him over there. If I can click on him, there he is. There's our three finalists. Looks like Tyrannosaurus won. Oddly enough, Archaeopteryx Blood Dinora came second, and Spinosaurus came third. I imagine Spinosaurus would have come second if they weren't on different sides of the bracket. Or they were on the same side of the bracket, I mean. But there he is, there's our host, Tuxedo Dinosaur. So I don't believe there's any new dinosaurs in general. There is, however, some other new things. Now, one of the things they've added is sharks. Now, I don't really know how this works. We're not here today to look at the sharks, because I don't understand the sharks. They apparently, I think they're like a random spawn or something when you buy things, I don't bloody know. But what they have done is expand the Mesozoic Valley into this birds and reptiles. It's the Rise of the Reptiles update. So we've got this new whole area that's focused on birds and reptiles, and that whole kind of shebang off here to the right. And we can see tons of birds up here towards the top. And down here we've got some crocodiles, snakes, chameleons, turtles, stuff like that. And who knows what else lurking in the darkness. So, to access that area, we're going to start over here from our tetrapods. So this is where the tetrapods diverged into mammals and reptiles, and then birds and blah 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 from the reptiles. So we need cold-blooded. This is going to make our tetrapods more effective. Cold-blooded animals rely on external heat sources to control their body temperature. This allows them to have conservative metabolisms and save energy, but can also make them vulnerable to overheating or freezing. So, click. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Okay, so we have our very first reptile there. So this is actually going to make our... Oh, interesting. So this looks like a thing we buy, like not like an update. It looks like its own critter. It's a diamond. It's a different shape. So maybe what we're doing is actually buying all these individual animals to make the tetrapods stronger. Let's buy a reptile. Hey, look at that. Hello, buddy. I've created a reptile. He's got some serious swagger going on with that walk. He looks like he's angry but pleased with himself at the same time. I'm not sure how you would find that combination. But here you go. This is our whole new valley. I'm trying to think of a joke as to why you'd be angry and pleased with yourself at the same time. Maybe you just won an argument with someone. It was like a ridiculous argument, but you won. But the argument was so stupid it brought you down in the first place. Right. Why is there a camel? Hello. Oh, mammal. Camel. Mammal, camel. Okay, look, there's got some hominids, some apes in the background. We've got some camels. We've got kangaroos. The cradle of life here in Australia, basically. So they've added the mammals from the list as well. I wonder if there's anything else around here. A little cheeky peek. I really wish you had like a free-flowing camera for this bit. That'd be really cool. What is there? More mammals. Look at that. There's a bunny. It's a bloody bunny and a badger. Is it a badger? It's a bloody badger. It is. It's a bloody badger. I think that might be it. So, oh, hello. All right, lads and lasses. How are we doing? Human. There you go. We're learning science, folks. We're learning science. I think you've got your own thing as well, don't you? Yes, apes. So it seems they've moved some things into this whole... I think it's a new region. I don't think this was here in the past. And look at them surveying their early lands. Here we go. This is what I was thinking of. So a lot of this is happening for the first time because with this game, basically when you get to the top, you can do like a little reset, which makes your next playthrough a little bit faster. So let's learn all about... The loud noises outside my bedroom window. Let's learn all about the reptile. Modern reptiles can trace their roots back to the dinosaurs. Dinosaurs, while they are a shadow of their former selves, rude, they still carry some of their ancient ancestors' traits. So these are some of the options we have here. We have basking. Cold-blooded animals like lizards lie in the sun, an activity called basking, to raise their body temperature and thus reduce the amount of energy that their bodies need to spend on thermoregulation. So that makes the lizard 50% more useful. And the lizard... Oh no, lizard, not tetrapod. So where's lizard? Does anyone see lizard? Interesting, okay. How many points do I have? I've got quite a few points. We can probably buy a few things here. We can get insectivore. When the Cretaceous Paleogene extinction event killed most larger animals and shook up the food chain, insects became a reliable source of sustenance for the proto-mammals and birds. Grab that. There we go. We can also get scaled epidermis. I got one of those. Entropy tap gains 1% of your idle entropy per second. So when you click, we get 5.73 T. When we click now, we get... Oh, that's huge. That's really good. Thick, tough skin covered in scales allows the reptiles to live on land without needing to return to the water periodically to survive. So we've gone from amphibians to proper land-born reptiles. Amphibians lack this advantage, which led reptiles to become the dominant species on land for millennia. Didn't know that. The birth of the scale allowed them to live on the land. Don't need any of that rubbish water stuff. Science. Beaks. Oh, we're moving towards the turtle. Do we want to go? What's with the Archosauria? Now, see, in the Mesozoic Valley, we do have an Archosaur, so this is interesting. I guess that's progressing towards the birds. I want to stick to the right-hand side. So, beaks. Tetrapod is 100% more efficient. Very cool. That's really not going to make a dent, because Tetrapod is really low down on the chain. So watch. Right, I'll show the points. So this is going to double the value of the Tetrapod. Now, by default, we're making 95.44 trillion points a second. If we get this, 95.45 trillion a second. Inside of their bony beaks, turtles eat using a combination of horny ridges, just like myself, which are believed to have replaced teeth around 150 million years ago, and strong jaws. So we can also get some shells to make our tetrapods even more efficient. Still 95.45. Growing a shield out of their ribs and acting as a shield. Which, by the way, is like a mind-blowing thing, I think, when you first learn about it as a kid, or whenever it is you learn about it. That turtle shells aren't stuck to skin or muscle or anything. It is an integral part of their skeleton and their whole body. It's crazy looking. A turtle's shell helps to protect their body from accidents and predators. And that's going to make our tetrapods even more efficient. Oh no, this is a turtle! Look how cute he is! Originally emerging during the Middle Jurassic period, turtles are one of the oldest groups of living reptiles. They are known for shells. There we go. A turtle! He looks like a snapper, doesn't he? Or like a soft shell. He's just kind of... It looks terrifying. Oh, he's going inside himself. You do you, buddy. That's a little bit of an awkward animation they've got going on there, but I'm very much a fan of the turtle. You could say I like turtles. That's right, I'm up to date on the memes. Interesting. I wonder how much of this is worth going into compared to... So, I'm building up here towards the top, right? Getting cyborgs, superhumans. Let's get a superhuman. There we go. We have a superhuman. We can get colonists for life on other planets and stuff like that. I can't even afford that bloody thing. And I've been AFK for like 3 months, so I'm surprised I can't afford that. I wonder if they're worth it, right? Let's have a look here. So the superhuman got me 8.54 qua a second. Wait a minute. 8.5. That superhuman's amazing! I've gone up so much from that. That superhuman alone is worth 99%, if not more, of my entire... I'm going to get another one. Look at the difference. It's crazy. Let's get a few more. There we go. Alright, there we go. We've made a big increase now. That's cool stuff. Right, so let's hop back here. The turtle, however, gives us 19 million. So the turtle isn't really the same thing, but we can make it learn to swim. And specifically designed for swimming in the ocean, they must regularly surface from underwater to breathe. Now you can swim. Now you can be a sea turtle. Sea turtles cannot retract their heads and limbs into their shells like other turtles, but they are ideally designed for swift and streamlined swimming and appearing in Pixar films. They can grow up to 3 meters in length. They're big boys. We made it even more efficient. Turtles are known for their slow and methodical pace. Is this a feature? As herbivores, they do not need to chase their food, though their lack of speed can make them a target for predators. Why is this an advantage? How does this make them more efficient? Now, to an extent, it does. I mean, turtles move really slowly. They don't require like a fast metabolism, so, you know, they can get by probably on less food and stuff like that, I would have to assume. Predators may mistake them for very slowly moving rocks instead because of their glacial pace. That's got to have an advantage. And I don't think it's a coincidence that turtles move so slowly and they also live for a very long time. I imagine those are linked. Anyways. Hiding. These turtles are getting they're getting stocked up. Some turtles can retract their head and legs into their shell as a defensive measure. This can allow them to survive attacks from birds and large mammals. But not from heartbreak, folks. Be nice to your turtles, let's get that. Bloody Nora turtles. Box turtle. We get new species of turtle. It's very cool. Box turtles are small, freshwater dwelling reptiles that are often kept as pets. Like many turtles, they can live for over 100 years. Turtles are not just for Christmas. Turtles are for a century worth of Christmas. Make sure, basically, have a child and a grandchild and make sure they all like turtles, and therefore you can keep looking after the turtle. Strong jaws. Hey, snapping turtle. I love snapping turtles. The common snapping turtle's strong jaws and highly mobile neck allow it to have a powerful and dangerous bite. They have been known to sever human fingers, prey upon other reptiles, and sometimes even hunt birds and small mammals. Snapping turtle. Watch your fingers! Exclamation point. The common snapping turtle has strong jaws, a highly mobile neck, that was nearly English, and a notoriously grumpy disposition. I've basically just woke up, so if I don't speak English, that's why. Oh my god, it just keeps going on. It just goes on forever. Oh, long lifespan. Galapagos tortoises can live for almost 200 years. They have been shown to have long memories, and the oldest recorded tortoise is 185 years old. Right, we're going to do a fact check. Oldest tortoise. I read an article about this very recently. Is he 145? He's 187, actually. Cells of Singularity. 187, you're off by 2 years. I'm going to report you to Steam for lying to me. Galapagos tortoise. Turtles 350% more efficient. That's crazy. Galapagos tortoises are unique animals growing to weigh over 400 kilograms with lifespans of almost 200 years. 187 years. They vary physiologically depending on their habitat, an observation that Charles Darwin used to help form his theory of evolution in 1835, along with, of course, like the finches and stuff like that in the Galapagos. Are we done with the turtles? Okay, so the turtles now produce 279 billion a second. As it happens, that doesn't really mean anything. As you can see, the number doesn't go up, because that number is now irrelevant to me. My problem is I'm already quite far into the game, so I think when you're going through for the first time, going out of the swamps like this, you know, we've got the fish and then the growing on land, blah blah blah, it's probably more helpful. My point in the game, it's not, so we'll just see for science. Good old science. Squamates, tetrapods, 75% more efficient. Pachow. Squamates make up the largest order. Squamates? Squamates, right? I'm going to go with squamates. If that's a horrendous butchering of the name, I do apologise. I don't think I've ever heard it pronounced out loud. Because not many people I talk to talk about reptile evolution for some reason. My friends are nerds. Squamates make up the largest order of reptiles. They are notable for their scaly skin and flexible skull bones. They are the second largest order of vertebrates on the planet, so we can get them some tough skin, leathery skin covered in scales, allows them to survive harsh environments such as the desert. We can also get some prehensile tongues, very useful. Oh, my tap's going to be a monster. They have long prehensile tongues that they use for eating, cleaning themselves, and sensing the environment around them. Fun fact, I can do the same thing. So, we're on 1.93, let's click that bad boy, and then... oh yeah! Doesn't seem like a big deal, but our default quasar, quabla, is 25.72, and if I tap, this is going to be loud. We can nearly double it, which is pretty cool. We can now get lizards. We can also get mobile. So much to get here. Lizards. A mainly carnivorous group of reptiles, the lizards include over 6,000 distinct species and are located on every continent except Antarctica. So, science, let's make ourselves like a frost-resistant lizard, you know? Someone just take your lizard to Antarctica and we're sorted. And we can call this a lie as well. How much of this can we prove to be unfactual? Oh, yeah. Hey, look at the chameleon! Looks like he's floating. Is he on a branch or is he floating? This is why reptiles became such a powerful grouping, essentially, is their ability to float telekinetically. That's science, can't argue with science. He's very cute, though. I used to have a, I was I used to have a chameleon, but I didn't. I had an iguana. Sticky fingers. That's my ex-girlfriend. Geckos have adhesive pads on their feet that allow them to stick to surfaces. I'm always wondering how often these descriptions are basically Wikipedia like descriptions, but slightly rearranged. This ability is improved by higher humidity, but reduced when the gecko is submerged in water or on a material with low surface energy, such as Teflon. So, if you were planning to stick a gecko to a Teflon pan to make the greatest invention of the 21st century, you can't do that. It's not going to work. You're going to have to get some glue on those fingers. Geckos. Geckos are small lizards. And I've talked so bloody much in my life, and I talk a lot. That live in tropical and desert climates. They are notable for their distinct vocalizations, lack of eyelids, and ability to stick to surfaces. They feed on insects and are usually nocturnal. Like my ex-girlfriend. I really can't keep making that joke. It's going to run out of steam about 6 years ago. Colour changing. So we're making our lizard here more efficient. So let's... Wait. The lizard actually produces... Wait, what? The lizard's really good value. It produces 9.2 a second. Wait, look at it. Bam! Lizards are amazing. Science is amazing. These are actually better value than the... I can't believe the difference between these two. That's nuts. These do nothing. These do everything. Let's make them even better. We're going to make these insane. By shifting the distance between the pigments in their skin. So I actually didn't know how this worked. I'm not going to lie, we're going to learn something here on a very basal level, I admit. So, by shifting the distance between the pigments in their skin and a layer of guanine crystals beneath them, chameleons can change the wavelength of light that hits them, altering their colour to blend in with the environment. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I heard this a few years ago. I can't remember where and if it's true. And I'm sure I just really want to spark debate in the comment section more than anything. I was under the impression that chameleons didn't actually try to blend in with their environment, and that the shifting of colours was actually more of a stress response, emotional response, that kind of thing, rather than a direct attempt to blend in with the environment. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. That's what I heard. I heard things. You fly, look at this, crazy. Oh god, I can't afford that though. Oh, but I need to. I need to make my lizards amazing. Right, I'm gonna get a few more of these. I spent a lot, but we have that is nuts. So I'm gonna get some more. Okay, we've got 10 lizards. 208. That's nuts. All right. Okay, so at least it shouldn't take that long to get that, which is gonna make it even crazier. Crazy. Okay. The cool thing about this, let me see if it's actually happened before I comment on it. Where my boys at? Where's my squad of lizards? Well, if I was going to have a squad, lizards would be my choice. There is a way to find them a lot easier than this, isn't there? Do I go on here? Lizard. Well, that's not it. I'm sure there's a way to find them. Where are they? They're bloody tiny. How am I ever meant to find them? There's a button somewhere, I swear to god. Wait, is it the photo mode? Hello, that's a little archosaur. Very cool. Usually what happens is, as you get more of a species... Okay, weird. You, actually get more of them on the map as well. Doesn't seem to want to work right now. Hey, hello. A crocodile. I don't even have crocodiles. Maybe it's just filled in the whole thing, like willy-nilly just doing its own thing. I guess so. Oh, I should do this, shouldn't I? Boost. Click a thing. What's this? Science. Ooh. What is this? I'm scared. I'm going to click this button. Locked glass. Okay, so these are upgrades, I guess? Still very spooky. Whatever. Okay, right, back to work. There's more science to do. So, God, I can't afford anything anymore. These are all useless, generally speaking. Well, at least we're getting a lot of cashola. Right, okay. Archosauria. Archosaurs were the ancestors of dinosaurs and eventually evolved into birds and crocodiles. By tracing that, we're just going to mix it up because all I've been doing is reading descriptions and making stupid jokes. I'm not sure that's worth a video, so we're going to mix it up. We're going to do some accents as well. By tracing the lineage of these modern animals back, I don't know what the hell it is, by the way. Back to the Archosaurs, we can follow the path of evolution all the way back to the Triassic era. We can, you know, it's science. Now, I already saw you on the map, so I don't know what's going on with you. We can get miniaturization for the Archosaurs. We're just making the tetrapods more efficient, but the tetrapods suck, so what's the point? I will say, if you were going to start here at the bottom again and go through, you should try to get the lizard ASAP, because that is way... I mean, you have to go through quite a lot to get there. The reptiles become the lizards via squamates, tough skin, prehensile tongues, blah blah blah. But that is still way earlier than the big boy up there at the top, so I would recommend them. I guess, I don't know, I'll be restarting at some point, so I'll give it a go myself. So we get snakes first, we should work our way up, right? So, oh, these are locked, by the way, and the reason for that is basically the more of them you have, the more evolutionary traits you'll unlock, which kind of makes sense, right? The more of a species there is, the more genetic diversity there is, the more genetic mutation there is, the more, you know, honka honka there is. Honka honka is that, you know, going on, and therefore the more stuff. So, it makes sense that you unlock the stuff the more you get, basically. This is flying up, I love this. Right, let's go over to... Oh, no, it's so expensive, though. Oh, they're both so expensive. I can't even afford both right now. Okay, we'll get protruding nostrils, because that's cheap. Remember that. Protruding nostrils, cheap. Crocodilians have nostrils that sit on the top of their snouts. They stay above water when the crocodilian submerges itself while hunting, so they can continue to... Click. So they can continue to breathe. Click. Oh! Oh, we're in a whole new region here. There we go. So you can see it's pretty cool. If you look at the background, we were kind of like in the probiotic, ambiotic, prehistory ooze, we shall call it. The ooze of time, as it shall now be called. We're in the ooze of time. Then we moved into the waters of time, and then onto the land of time. But we didn't go onto the land of time. What's the brain do? Oh yeah. We didn't go into the land of time. No, no, no. We went into the other land of time. The swamps, essentially. Half wet, half dry. Like, we're going to be careful with this one. Like a penguin. Yeah, I've got nothing. So, out of the swamps, and then we're more into prehistoric forests more than anything else, which is, you know, makes a lot of sense. It's kind of environment you would kind of environment you would expect. Nice and cheap, sensitive hearing. Crocodilians have very sharp hearing. Special muscles help to protect their eardrums while underwater, making their hearing just as good above or below the surface. There you go. We've got a Crocodilia. Let's click him. There he is. Look at that bad boy. What a hero. Doing crocodile things. As crocodiles are wont to do, quite frankly. Crocodiles are not cheap, so it's weird kind of how all this works. First appearing in the late Cretaceous period, crocodilians are large, predatory, semi-aquatic reptiles. Along with birds, they are the last descendants of the Archosaurs. Archosaurs, as we can see here, split off at this point from the reptiles into Crocodilia and into birds. Well, split off from the dinosaurs anyway. Well, you know what I mean. Wait, so is the implication here that the Archosaurs became dinosaurs and birds and Crocodilia, basically? Yeah. Anyways, so we have our crocodiles. We can get them patient predator. Many reptiles can lie in wait for their prey for a long time, hiding underwater or camouflaged in undergrowth. These predators wait patiently for just the right moment to strike. Wah-bah. Just like I did just there. And saltwater habitat. Crocodiles are adapted to live in a saltwater environment. They have special salt glands that help to filter... Is that a chicken? That help to filter their salinated habitat. And finally, crocodile. Crocodile makes Crocodilia more efficient. Crocodiles have long, narrow heads with a pointy snout. Their upper and lower jaws are the same width as opposed to alligators. They commonly live in saltwater and are the most aggressive crocodilians. I mean, if you buy them a drink first and you take them out and you treat them to a nice night, they tend to calm down. This is very judgmental. I don't like it, but there we go. Spreading around it. These crocodiles are going to be... yeah, rubbish. No matter what I do. Rubbish. Freshwater habitat. What is this, by the way? Oh, is this points for the meta bits? I don't have any. Whatever. Freshwater habitat. While alligators have the same salt glands as crocodiles, they have evolved to be non-functional due to the fact that the alligators live in freshwater environments. I apologize that my mouth doesn't work. That's why I'm single. We have alligators from that fresh saltwater became the crocodiles, freshwater became the alligators. It makes the crocodiles 300% more efficient, still useless. Native only to the US and China. Alligators have a broad snout and darker colorations than crocodiles. They live mostly in freshwater and have a distinctive overbite. They also have a long snout. The gharial is differentiated, I love gharials, from crocodiles and alligators by their long, thin snout, lined with many sharp teeth. The snout is specially adapted for catching fish. You know what we should do? We should buy these down here. I still can't afford it. Oh, was that expensive? Oh, that was super expensive. I don't want to make my crocodiles more efficient. The crocodiles suck. Look, it doesn't do anything. At least they're cheap. I mean, I'm getting like 400 of these away. I'm going to buy like 50 crocodiles. Okay, I bought 50 crocodiles. What I thought was, we'll come back here, we'll get a chameleon. Chameleon's got to be high value, right? It's going to do so much. Right, so we're going to click. We need 158 quintillion at a guess? I don't really bloody know. No. This must be incredibly satisfying to watch on YouTube. Oh, God. Life. There's a massive tortoise on my other screen. What's his name? His name's Jonathan. Jonathan's an old boy. On the cusp of greatness. Chameleon! With long tongues and prehensile tails, chameleons are very unique lizards. Their eyes are capable of independent movement, giving them full 360-degree vision. Some species are even able to change colours to blend in with their environments. I mean, I believe you, game. Oh my god. Oh, well, I mean, that did quite a lot for our money. That was pretty great. We can now also get tail regeneration, which is a little disappointing, I've got to say, for only 125% more. I mean, 125 is quite a lot. But that requires 3.23 sextillion? Sextillion, probably? So is that, what? A million? It's to the power of 6? What's a sextillion? Is it like 6 stages above a billion? Or a million? Or a thousand? Or... It's big. Can't afford that one for a while. We'll move on from tail regeneration. Right, well, we can't afford the gharial either, which means we're going to pop over and have a little look over here. So, limbless, we're going to move into the snakes here. The snakes. Modern snakes have no limbs. However, some species have vestigial bones from hind limbs that may once have been used. Vestigial just means it's still hanging around, but it's a bit useless. Much like myself. So we're going to grab that. And we can also get mobile jaws, just about. Snakes are able to swallow prey that are far larger than the snake's head. This is because their skulls contain extra joints which allow them to open their mouths extremely wide. This is going to make our tetrapods more efficient, which is, as I've stated many times, utterly useless. Look, it does nothing. The snake itself, however, is super expensive and pretty bloody good. I'm running quickly out of money. I would like to buy a snake today. That would be the dream. Right, well, we'll move on from that. We're going to move on towards the birds. It's a busy day. Actually, you know what? 1, 2, 3. We're going to save the birds for another day, right? Because the birds are in the whole other thing up there. We've got the reptiles. All I want is a snake, okay? To finish things off, because it's been half a bloody hour, and all I've done is sit on this screen and read things out. There's so... Look how many upgrades there are. It's nuts. I'm going to buy more lizards. There we go. It's just worth it, because it's going to speed up. It's like it takes us away from the snake, but it also speeds up the, like, getting to the snake. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Right, so once all that's going on, I want to check something very quickly. Is there more crocodiles, is the question. Usually, as you buy more of an animal, the numbers increase. I'm not convinced that's happening here, although we do have 2 turtles, look. Dus. Turtle. There's a lizard. There's 2 of them, look. Oh, yay. Okay, that's pretty cool. Can I buy... Oh, I can't afford more... I'm going to buy more turtles, because turtles are cheap. We can buy quite a lot of turtles, actually. This is not making a dent in our money. Right, we're going to get 100 turtles. There is quick ways to do this. Just in case you were curious, this is not the efficient way to do this. There you go, right, I got 100 turtles. I like turtles. Are there 100 turtles on them? Probably not 100 turtles, but I'm hoping for more than 2. There's 3! there's the upgrade we were looking for. There's 3, so I think 3 is probably the max. Was that synchronized? Look at them. Amazing. This is nature. This most wondrous moment. Also, the photo mode doesn't get rid of the bloody... There's our Crocodilio. Should be another one. Oh, zebras. Cool. What's that over there? What are you? Is that an... What is that? What is that in the water? What are you? Oh, it's an arc. Wait, is it an arcos? Oh, it's a tetrapod. Yeah. Okay. Nearly got a snake, nearly got a snake. Get excited, YouTube. Get excited. I guess I want to aim for 100 of everything. Right, come on, let's get this party started. 167, there we go. Bam, look at that bad boy. Oh god, that was low, that was huge! Okay, snakes. Long skin. Ooh, we're in the desert. Oh, look at him, snake. I love him. He's amazing. He's my best friend. Goodbye, best friend. Snakes are very expensive, but our points have jumped up lots more as well, because snake does produce a lot. Long, skinny, and limbless. Snakes are a family of carnivorous reptiles. They range in size from a few centimetres, little teeny snakes, up to almost 7 metres. We can get them some habitat diversity, which is pretty cool, and some slithering, which makes them much more efficient. That's very cool. So we're actually into the desert here. I want to see where the rest of this goes. Very excited about that, but what I really need is to buy lots of lizards. Although the lizards are making less of a dent than they were. They're still good value. I like to compare it. So a lizard at the moment is 40 qui, whatever that means, and it produces 100 qua. 40 qui gets me 100 qua a second, right? Whereas this is 192 qui for 300 qua. So it's not as good value as the lizard. That said, when I get these upgrades, the snake will be much, 666% more efficient. The snake would become much better value than the lizard for your qui-qua conversion ratio. You see what I mean? I wonder if I can afford... Not really, the crocodiles are already getting expensive. Can I afford 50 crocodiles? Let's find out. Here we are, by 10. Okay. How many turtles? I've got too many turtles already. Too many tetrapods already. Crocodiles. It's not worth it, don't get me wrong. Because look, it doesn't really make a dent. But I want 100 crocodiles. That's basically all there is to it. Ah! What's going on? Oh, we got like, I forgot about this. Like little achievements, as you can see, for getting like certain numbers of certain things. There you go. It's probably worth maxing those out, right? Just for funsies. Okay, so we've seen our lovely animals, crocodiles, lizards, blah blah. I am making 5,000 times. Oh, I can afford this one. Wait, so what's 2.27? 3.2. This. Snakes! Snakes are crazy. We've really increased this a lot today. Right, we're going to end it there because, my god, I've been doing this a while. But there is still like another half to this update, I would say. At least something like that. There's lots of birds up here at the top. All this jazz. It'd be cool to finish the simulation as well by heading up here. You're rubbish, by the by, you little buddy. Although we can make you a lot. Let's see how good we can make you. How good are you now? Still kind of rubbish. There's also this whole other section over here, by the way, where you use a whole different resource entirely. It's not even the same resource, it's a completely different one. The game has a humongous amount of stuff. Where was I? I was up to the Singularity. And I'm going to get some androids. Another android. And then I'm going to make the android conscious and break the world, basically. Oh, there's some androids. Wait, how many bloody androids can I get? What the hell's going on? Alright. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I don't really know where this ends, but it ends somewhere. It ends somewhere. We can get all this stuff, and that goes up to there, onto what looks like Mars, basically, so... Lots to do. But we're really going to focus on the reptiles and the birds for now. and then probably doing a little bit of a restart. But thank you so much for joining me for a little bit more Cell to Singularity. The game is on Steam. I believe you pay for it on Steam, and it's free to play on mobile, if I remember correctly, but don't quote me on that. I think it's fairly cheap anyway, if you want to give it a go for yourselves. It is, of course, a clicker game. Let's get some gharials there. Gharials live mostly in the Indian subcontinent and are currently endangered. Oh. Their long snouts make them easily differentiated from alligators or crocodiles. There you go. Fun facts. Right, thank you so much for joining me for the rise of the reptiles. Next time, the rise of the birds. Cheers, myself, as always. Please do hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Bye-bye.